Dr. Smith is well known as a top researcher and pioneering advocate in palliative care. His program at Virginia Commonwealth University was one of the first academic-based palliative care centers and among the first to prove that inpatient palliative care can save money. It was recognized by the American Hospital Association with the prestigious Circle of Life Award in 2005. As an oncologist, his goal has always been to intentionally integrate hospice and palliative care with oncology. Dr. Smith co-wrote the American Society of Clinical Oncology's white paper on improving end-of-life care more than 2 decades ago. Through his efforts, the Society recently adopted a policy stating that every seriously ill cancer patient within 8 weeks of diagnosis should be offered concurrent palliative care. This award recognizes his commitment to mentoring future leaders and serving as a role model for other healthcare professionals. I'm proud to present this year's PDIA Palliative Medicine National Leadership Award to Dr. Tom Smith.
Well, thank you. This is a great honor. Our cancer and palliative care teams have had a great run, and we're not finished yet. During my fellowship, I was fortunate enough to have an oncology mentor, Dr. Galen Wampler, who always believed in truth-telling, an oncologist who believed in truth-telling and relieving symptoms and taking care of people even if they died. It was just what we did. Back in 1989, oncologist Chris Desch and I paired with 2 advanced practice nurses, Nancy Kane and Cindy Simonson, to start the Rural Cancer Outreach Program in Virginia. We brought state-of-the-art cancer care, including palliative care, to rural Virginia hospitals. Quality of care improved with intentional coordination and teamwork, and the cost was 40% lower. That's a theme. Almost 30 years ago, we began our palliative care program at VCU's Massey Cancer Center. With Pat Coyne, we opened our inpatient unit in 2000. With Brian Cassell, we went on to show that people got better care, our hospital quality metrics improved, and the cost of dying in the hospital was 50% less if palliative care was involved. My biggest article ever was on the front page of the Wall Street Journal in 2004. Hospitals find new ways to save money, take better care of people. 12 years later, we showed the same thing at Hopkins, millions and millions of dollars saved. This has been a team effort all along. My colleagues at VCU's Massey Cancer Center, Pat Coyne, Brian Cassell, Marianne Hager, the late Chris Desch. We showed that palliative care actually belonged at an academic tertiary cancer center. We even got the NCI to write palliative care into the bylaws for cancer centers. And with Jamie Von Rowan and Charles Von Gunten, we pushed palliative care to the guideline level at the American Cancer Society. As Tammy said, in 2016, ASCO endorsed palliative care for every advanced cancer patient. Our team at Hopkins has grown exponentially since 2011. We now cover the whole hospital, and we're recruiting. And I'm off to Kenya next week at the behest of Betty Farrell to teach LNEC, Collaborative International Efforts for Better End-of-Life Care. The list of people to thank is long and the time is short. My many, many colleagues at Johns Hopkins, dozens of fellows and trainees, including hundreds of programs we set up via CAPC's Palliative Care Leadership Center and the Virginia Initiative for Palliative Care. And of course, my wife, Dr. Joanne Bedurtha, who stood with me for 37 years plus, including the recent ones with cancer, recurrence, life-threatening complications, and hospitalization for depression. And our daughter, Dr. Anna Jo Bedurtha Smith, who will be one fine gynecologic oncologist, health service researcher, and palliative care advocate. Thank you for sharing the work in progress.